How power actually works in companies and organizations, part 3. How some people can survive a very big mistake. Now, you're in situations, if you're in high stakes situations and you're making serious progress in an organization, once in a while, you're going to make a very big mistake. And there are types of people who can survive that situation. There are types of people whose careers at that group are either stopped, ended, exited, whatever it might be. There are a few factors, some obvious, some not, that can influence how powerful you are after making a mistake. So let's say you make a big mistake, whatever industry you're in, what happens next? That's the first question. The people who can survive a mistake, firstly, are the ones who respond very well. So when you make a mistake, if you freak out, if you blame everybody else, if you don't take responsibility, your probability of success is very low if you don't have some other filters which we're about to jump into. But if you take responsibility, I made this mistake. This is how I made this mistake. This is what I'm going to do next. This is what I've learned from it. Here's how I'm going to fix it. Give me 12 months, I'm going to turn it around. That can actually be one of the most powerful pivots in your career that you ever have, because guess what? Everybody makes mistakes. You just hope they're not massive when you do. So now, there are other types of people within the power structure who can make these mistakes. 1, nepotism. People who are family, friends, close to very senior decision makers. Yes, they can get away with it. Yes, we have to accept that that's a reality of the power structures within organizations. Friends, family, factions, they're going to look after each other. 2, people who have a long track record of very good decision making and outcomes. They might have a reputation for delivering, they might fly a bit close to the sun, and they make a big call and they get it wrong, but they've got a decade or more of very good outcomes behind them. So of course they can get away with it, and the decision is made at a commercial level. And the third is, again, the people who I mentioned at the start who respond very well. Now, smart leaders will understand that if you've got people that are going to push the boundaries, they're going to make mistakes. But power structures within organizations often, sadly, particularly in this country, do tend to reward doing nothing and not making mistakes. So if you're in an organization, you've got to assess whether the power structure rewards making mistakes, taking risk or not, or whether everyone's anti-risk and you get rewarded to not take the risk and not make the mistake. Because if you don't understand that in your company, you don't understand how the power structure works. So nepotism, yes. Great track record, yes. How you respond, yes. But also the overlaying power structure, are people rewarded for taking risk and making mistake, or never taking risk and never getting wrong? Understanding those two things, very, very valuable.